Hello guys, and welcome to yet another mod spotlight. This time it's an IC2 add-on called GregTech, made by Gregorius T, which, brace yourself, is pretty epic. Really good mod, and adds a lot of stuff, changes a few stuff, and really, if you are bored with IC2 and done everything that you had, that is, that you could, install this mod definitely, because it will well, add you plenty of stuff that you need to work with. So this is more like end game stuff, but you will see everything. So let's start. First, recipes, and that is recipe changes. This mod changes a few recipes from the standard IC2, but you can disable this in a config file. You can find the link to the thread in the description, so from there you can download the mod and also see go from there to wiki page where you can find recipes, explanations, more detailed ones. I won't go through everything, and of course you can find what to do with the config file, how to disable these recipes if you wanna. I suggest to you that you don't, and you don't touch everything, so because default settings are pretty hard, but they are better that way. It's better to have a challenge, right? So some of the recipes have changed. First that you will notice is actually this: circuits. This mod adds, first let me say that this mod adds silver, bauxite, ruby, sapphire and iridium ore. So you have silver ore with this, and when you look at the electronic circuit recipe, this is the standard one, so 1 refined iron, 2 redstone and 6 copper cables. So this is this is IC2 vanilla. Now what you can do is place an aluminum ingot, which also this mod adds. I will show you later how to do it, and you will get also electronic circuits. So aluminum ingot is basically like a replacement for tin ingot and refined iron ingot. And now what you can do is place 2 silver ingots, 1 refined iron and also 6 copper cables, and you get 2 electronic circuits. So this is good because you don't waste a lot of rubber, and really silver silver is rare as gold, so you won't have any problems with that. Also you can use aluminum ingot. Now advanced circuit, so standard vanilla, and now you can also use silver ingot and you get 2. So pretty sweet, you get 2 for 1 basically. Now second recipe change that you will notice is the macerator, which requires 3 diamonds. Oh my. I actually love this because macerator really gives you double the stuff, so 3 diamonds is not much to give it for. And you see this, maybe it will confuse you a little bit. What's this? Well, Gregorius has implemented that you can use advanced circuit, that is that you have to use advanced circuit. You can use diamond gates, you can use diamantine, this, how do you call it, come on, electron tube, and that you can use these pulsating chipsets from Buildcraft, and the electron tubes from forestry. So pretty sweet, and you will find that in a lot of recipes. Now energy crystals. Energy crystals used to be made by diamond and redstone, which is pretty expensive, and Gregorius has added rubies. Now rubies are also, as explained, you have rubies and sapphires. This mod adds rubies and sapphires, and you can use rubies to craft energy crystal, which is good, it's cheaper. Also Lepetron crystals are now can be crafted with sapphires, so you don't have to use diamond. So this is pretty cheaper recipe. Now there are some other changes, like iridium plates. Iridium plates are now made with iridium ingots instead of iridium ore. Well, it's simple, so you just place iridium ore in a compressor and you get iridium ingot, so it just adds one more step. and there are a few more recipes, but I won't go that much into it. So, and as you can see, probably some of you that used mod in earlier versions now notice that NEI has all the recipes. Well, when you install this mod, if you have NEI, it automatically adds all the recipes into your NEI, so it's implemented already in the mod, so you don't have to search it well, over the wiki or something. But check the wiki because it's pretty updated and pretty cool. Now, ores. As I said, this mod adds sapphire, ruby, bauxite, silver and iridium ore. When you break sapphire ore, oh, sorry for that. Wait, I'm actually in creative. Oh, this is a derp. Okay, never mind. Fixed it. So, when you break sapphire block, you will get one sapphire, of course. Also goes for ruby, bauxite, you will get an ore which you need to macerate. Also goes for silver, and as you can see, iridium, pretty resistant one, you will get iridium ore. So let's fix this, shall we? Creative back on. Now, bauxite ore needs to be macerated, also the silver ore, so you will get 2 silver dusts, but for the bauxite you will get 4. Now, what bauxite is used for? Well, I will need to go probably, yes, again. So, bauxite ore is used in industrial centrifuge to get aluminum dust, titanium dust, compressed air cell and H cell. We will get to the industrial centrifuge later. So far that I found, this is the only use for bauxite. So, and of course from aluminum dust you will get aluminum ingots which are used in much more recipes. So as I said, it replaces your refined iron and your tin. So you can find it over here in heat vents, in circuits, and more circuits, mixed metal ingots, so you can use it here instead of tin, and lots of stuff. Also, it is required for some recipes such as watermill, because you can't craft it with anything else, so they have that in mind. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. So let's go on now. Cheat mode. Yeah, and add this. Now, what would you actually, not this, you. Now we have here sapphire, ruby and iridium ore. Now let me explain a little bit. So rubies spawn in deserts, have that in mind. So most of the rubies are in the deserts. I think I saw few of them, but really rarely in some other biomes, but in deserts there are plenty of them. Sapphires spawn in oceans, so make sure if you need it, go to ocean or desert biome. Silver spawns same as gold, as I already said. So I think there's I think it's the same quantity or a little bit less than the gold, but more or less it's here. Bauxite spawns only in forests and plains in large quantities, really, and iridium ore is really rare. You can find it only as one ore, that is a single block, not well, multiple blocks, but a single block in every 5 chunks. So, well, that pretty sucks, but never mind. Well, there are other ways to obtain it, but pretty complicated, never mind. So let's say that you wanna, well, have more of iridium, more of rubies, or more sapphires. Now, if you have silk touch on your pick, you will get ores, right? So basically you will have sapphire, ruby and iridium ore. Now if you have a lot of hard time to obtain silk touch on your pick, there is some tool that can help you. It's called rock cutter, and this is the recipe. So 3 diamonds, 2 refined iron, 1 electronic circuit and 1 battery. This will give you rock cutter, and as you can see it has silk touch 3. So when you again creative derp. Okay, so when you use your rock cutter, as it has silk touch, it will give you ore. I won't go to iridium because it takes plenty of time, but believe me, it's worth it, because when you put it in a macerator, 1 sapphire ore will give you 2 sapphires, 1 ruby ore will give you 2 rubies, and of course 1 iridium ore will give you 2 iridium ores. And also have in mind that it goes 2 for diamond. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. So let's place you back. I will get to the tools later. So now let's go to for me the most beautiful machine of them all, industrial centrifuge. So really interesting machine, and I really love to use it. Now also you will notice, for you solar panel lovers, that solar panel recipe has changed. It's more expensive, it requires glass panes, which is not such a huge deal. It requires a carbon plate, which could be a big deal, and 2 C cells. And what the hell are C cells? I will explain to you now. 2 electronic circuits, of course, and a generator. So C cells and how to get them. Industrial centrifuge, basically, I don't know how to explain how it works, but you place stuff here and stuff occurs here. Now you need to place cells. So empty cells, and let's place 64, never mind. And what do you need to obtain some C cells? Well, you need clay dust. And how to get clay dust? Well, you macerate clay block created with 4 clay. So clay dust, you just place it over here and it will give you a Li cell and a C cell. Now if you check on the battery recipe, it has, well, not changed, but it's added a new one. So Li cells can actually be used as a fuel in your furnaces, that is generators, and it will give you 4 batteries for the basically same price. So you don't have to use redstone, you can use Li cells and it will give you 4 batteries. So make sure all of you that love your bed boxes and everything, this will help you a lot. Now what are the recipes? Well, now you have them all in wiki, but used to be a problem. But you had this block. This block is called computer cube, and have I pronounced it good? Yeah, GregTech computer cube. Pretty sweet. And what this block does? Well, this is just a welcome screen. If you press M, that's for mode. Now we will skip this step for now, and this also, and get to the centrifuge. So it shows you every single recipe, which there are 34 now in this version. So you need 1 empty cell and 1 electrolyzed water cell in order to get H cell and compressed air cell. Pretty sweet. Now what you can also do, place some rubber wood and you get sticky resin, 8 of them, and you get plant poles, compressed plants, much more. And if you look at the industrial centrifuge recipe, it needs an extractor, and also you can use advanced circuit or those diamantine and also gates. Now what if you place, come on, where are you, sticky resin in it? This is pretty sweet because it adds more rubber than usual extractor, and also gives you this plant balls and compressed plants, which if someone needs it can use. And as you can see, if you place 4 clay dust, 2 empty cells, you will get a Li cell and a C cell, which is needed of course for solar panel recipe. Now you can place sand and also get a C cell, and you get a compressed air cell and lots of stuff, so pretty sweet. And as I was saying, bauxite dust, when placed, it will give you 6 compressed air cells, H cells, titanium dust and aluminum dust. Now you will need of course 16 cells. Plenty of recipes here, so make sure you check them out. I won't go to all of them. So lava cells also will give you pretty cool stuff and really sweet. So let's go now. So that was basically the industrial centrifuge. Pretty sweet. Now let's go to the first page of this computer cube. So what do we do here? Well, let's say you want to simulate how your reactor will well behave. So I've definitely someone had their reactor exploded for sure. That is everyone, I'm certain of it. So how to prevent it? Well, this will help you. All you need to do is to power it. So power your computer cube with low voltage current and you're ready to go. So now let's say we want uranium cell over here, but let's say we want quad. Now you have to click like this, and if you want a depleted isotope, fermium cell, double quad, plutonium cell, and that kind of stuff, you can do this instead of clicking like insane. You can do just over here, quad plutonium cell, and place it like this. Pretty sweet. Now what is plutonium cell, you ask? Well, that's the new addition to the, well, IC2. So these are the new nuclear reactor components. It's helium cell, so helium coolant cells are pretty sweet, and of course they absorb 6 times more than their water counterparts. So 6 times more, you get 6 times more absorption of heat than normal water cells. Also there is a iridium neutron reflector, which are, well, I think indestructible. That's what Wiki says, at least, so make sure you check that out. So plutonium cells. Plutonium cell is producing twice as much energy, twice as much heat, and has a lifetime which is twice as much as of course normal uranium. And with this, it basically produces 4 times more EU than normal uranium cell. And we have also 1 plutonium cell, double and quad. Same goes for fermium cells. Now fermium cells are a little bit easier to, well, that is, they're good for like long lifetime reactors because they produce same amount of EU as uranium cells, but they have a 5 times more longer lifetime, that is, and produce like 1/5 of heat. So it's pretty sweet. So as I said, long life reactors should use the fermium cells. Recipes for fermium cells you get from uranium dust. So you can get, as you can see here, 4 fermium cells for uranium dust. Of course, uranium dust you get from macerating the uranium ore. Also you get uranium cells, plutonium cells, and V cells, which we will use later on. So let's go back to our simulator. Now we have all of these nice quad plutonium cells, uranium cells. Let's get some, well, helium, right? Helium coolant cell, yeah, these big ones. Let's place them over here. And now we'll click here, and the simulation has finished. Pretty sweet, pretty easy. Now what this tells us is that this reactor, this nuclear reactor, has produced for us 620,400 EU at 660 EUs per tick. Now, I really don't know what this is. Never mind. So this is the heat that it has produced. That means it exploded. Explosion power was 222, which is I think a lot, and runtime, that is 47 seconds. So our reactor has run for 47 seconds, produced 620,400 EU at 660 euros per tick. Pretty sweet, but it has exploded, so we have to do better. Let's try again, shall we? So let's delete this and let's do this. Let's say we place this coolant cells. Actually no, yeah, like this. And let's place again our quad. This is just for fun. Just so that you know. So okay, this won't work, I know, but never mind. Let's run. So simulation has finished. Now it has produced 30 million. Actually, this is way better than the last time. Nice. So it has produced 30 million at 2,240 EUs per tick. It has created a shitloads of heat, and explosion power was 302, runtime 670 seconds. So you get the point. You can do everything that you wanna, you can place it, and you can test it really good. Pretty sweet. So you will definitely need Computer Cube. Computer Cube is somewhat expensive because you need these data orbs, and data orbs is required these data chips, or you can also use these gates and everything. So data chip is created with emeralds, which are rare, as you know, but you will get 4, so let's say it's pretty reasonable. Never mind. Advanced machines, energy control circuit, which uses Lapetron. Never mind. Expensive recipe, but really pays off. If you want to play with nuclear reactors, do this, definitely. So now, what's the other option? The scanner. The scanner, well, can be used to scan seed bags. Pretty well explained. Nothing to add. So scanner is used to, well, scan seed bags. So that's it. Never mind. So now we have the centrifuge, which we were using before, and the fusion reactor. This I will explain in the next part, so stay tuned for the next part of the Mod Spotlight, which will go and, well, explain storage and of course some more advanced machines. So thank you for watching, and make sure you give a Mod Author a big like and thumbs up, because really you will see yet more of this greatness that he has created. So thank you for watching, and skip to part 2. Bye bye.